비가 떨어진 창밖을 보는데 이미 넌 날 기다리며 서 있어 하늘을 피려내 날 놓치지 않게 운명적인 만남 필연적인 하루를 보내.
If you don't follow me on Twitter, you probably don't know that I went to the ONEUS concerts in Lawrence and Dallas. I just didn't think it'd be fair for me to withhold the experience that I had in Lawrence and Dallas, okay? For Lawrence, I decided not to get the high touch. Because I thought, I was like, well, I'd already seen them in the high touch in Minneapolis. I was like, why do I need to see them again kind of thing? But then I wish, like a few days after, I kind of wish I would have, because then I don't think I would have felt the need to go again. Went through like the worst post-concert depression, which ultimately led us into going to Dallas. Leading in, right? So like I said, we ended up going to Dallas, okay? And the Dallas trip was not planned at all. All right, like I even plan on going to Dallas. I've never been to Dallas, all right? And here I was deciding that I was gonna go to Dallas to see ONEUS again. It was so spontaneous, but it was so exciting, right? I'd been going through it. I was like, I'm missing ONEUS. I want to see ONEUS, right? It was like, I have to see ONEUS again. And so I'd started kind of like conferring. I wasn't conferring with my sister, but I was kind of theoretically bringing up the idea of like, what if we went to Dallas? I was like, you know, we could, it's only 7.5 hours from here. Like we could just get a hotel for 2 nights and then come back the day after, right? She was like thinking about it. And then I think she did kind of come around. She's like, we could. So then I started telling her, I was like, well, start trying to find tickets to Dallas, right? Because they had GA tickets left, but they had the section called the front row reserved. So then I started telling her, I was like, you know, try to go look for some of those and see if we can buy some of those. If not, then we'll just get GA and go stand outside for 10 hours again, right? She had started looking around for tickets. I started looking around at like a hotel, right? She came across Abby's tweet. So Abby was one of the girls that stood in line with us. I completely skipped over the line, like our line group, but we had a line group. We were literally all there since 6 a.m. And so we all kind of became like, you know, we were all in the circle together. So we were all a little group waiting in line all day. And Abby was one of them. And like, we all got along really, really well that entire day. Like I was like, I was really heartbroken when the concert ended and like we all had, you know, we all went back to our little places. I was like, I spent 12 hours with this group of people and like now it's just over. So I was really sad. So Abby was in this group and she had tweeted, she said, who wants to go on a road trip to Dallas? She said, I really want to, you know, she's like, I'd be missing ONEUS. And I don't know why I like legitimately took her seriously. Like she could have been joking, but also kind of not. I messaged her, I said, are you trying to go to Dallas? And she said, yeah. And I said, are you for real? I was like, because we're looking into going to Dallas right now. And she said, oh my God, are you for real? Like we literally were like, are we gonna try to go to Dallas? Honestly, it's so strange. So I bought my Minneapolis ticket from her. It's crazy. It's so crazy like how it all, like I bought my Minneapolis ticket from her and then in Lawrence we like hung out together and now we were trying to go to Dallas together. It's like the series of events is crazy. We FaceTimed and we started talking about a lot of the details. And we got it worked out to where like we were gonna go to Dallas the next morning. So we very spontaneously went to Dallas. I decided that time, I was like, well, I think I'm gonna get a high touch now because I really regretted not getting one in Lawrence. And I thought, I was like, well, if I get a high touch, then I might not have, like my post-concert depression probably won't be that bad, right? Because then at least I'll like see them after too, instead of just letting them go off the stage and have that be it for the, you know, forever. The day of the concert, we ended up lining up at 10. I think we were probably like 40 or something in line, 40, 50 people ahead of us. It wasn't too terribly bad, especially considering how long the line got after. So the concert is about to start, right? We get into the concert and originally there was the front row reserved section. It was kind of large. And then there was the GA barricade, which was maybe a fourth of the way away from the stage. It was kind of far back. And so we got the second row behind the barricade, but immediately like it started getting hot and I started getting dizzy. And I was like, oh, it'll pass, you know, maybe it'll pass once the show starts, right? it literally, like, it just kept getting worse. And I kept telling my sister, I was like, if I feel dizzy right now with only this many people, there was only 2 rows of people behind us at that point, but it kept getting hotter and I kept getting dizzier. And I told her, I was like, if it's this bad now, it's just gonna get worse later. It's like, maybe we should just give up the barricade and go stand at the back, right, with all the air. And so she said, okay, you know, we can do that. So we left our 2nd row barricade. And then I was like, okay, well, hold on, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. So I went and used the bathroom because it was like, we were here and the bathroom was like over here, over on the left. So I go to the bathroom, and then when I come out, I noticed that, like, the way they had fenced in the front row reserve section was there was like the stage, and then they had the barricade right here, and then they had like these 2 like fence kind of things on the side, and then the GA barricade here. So the left side of the fence was completely empty. And I think that's all because, like, we all thought that we probably couldn't stand there. But I told my sister, I was like, the view from over there is like so much better. Like, it's actually kind of cool from over there. And I was like, I don't know if we can stand there though, because it was such an awkward, like, it did kind of seem like at a place that where you wouldn't think people would be able to stand, because it was the side of the front row reserved section. So I was like, oh, obviously they're not gonna let anybody stand there. So we waited for a few minutes, and then these 2 girls actually went up to the fence, and they stood against it. They were like leaning on it, like, you know, like a barricade. And nobody said anything. The security guards didn't say anything. And I said, those girls are standing there. Nobody said anything. I was like, I wonder if we should stand there. But then I said, you know what? It is what it is. If we get kicked out, then we just go stand over there. So I said, well, let's just go. So we stood on like the side of the barricade, or, you know, the side barricade, and we stood there, and literally the security guard looked at us, and then she just looked away. And so literally, like, once we went up there, like, a bunch of people, like, because there was a bunch of people kind of standing over here but not going over there yet, probably because we all thought the same thing. But once we went up there, they all kind of like slowly but quickly like trickled into the same spot. Technically, we did have a barricade spot, and it was a good spot because of the way that the members stand during like their performance, their like Youth and I Promise You. It was like a great spot for them to see us. Yeah, and so then the concert went on.
Welcome to the 2022 London Tour. 네, 여러분 인사 드려볼까요? 둘, 셋.
number one. Please don't push one another. Okay? Don't push.
Yep. 2. Keep your vaccination card and other belongings safe. Okay?
Raven?
Okay. 3. Make sure to wear a face mask.
I did get one from Shion, but I was filming, but for some reason because I was focused on like the interaction, I pointed my camera away. And so literally the entire interaction, I'm focused over here. And then after it's finished, I focus back on Shion. It's so dumb.
Count
So proud of the Luna, yeah, because we got to share classic Korean beauty through music, styling, and lyrics with someone around the world. 어때요, 선생님들? 저희 한복 예쁜가요?
What do you think, Taehyun? Our hanboks pretty?
Yes. Don't forget to love and listen to our songs, please. Can you promise? Yes, we will keep up the work to show you a better version of us. And we hope to see you at a much bigger venue on the next tour.
그럼 정말 아시지만 저희는 마지막 인사 들려드리고서
저기
그러면 전 뭔가 미래를 본 것 같아요.
I'm really excited for our future because I saw had a vision.
뭐랄까 분명 미래에는 저희 앞에 돌출 무대도 있고요.
For sure, in the future we have a extended stage.
그리고 더 많은 저희 원어스 곡들을 투문이가 즐기고 있고요.
We have more of our songs to enjoy with you guys.
그리고 정말 좀 말도 안 되게 너무 많은 투문분들이 함께 해주셨어요.
And we have a lot of two moons to the point where I'd be speechless.
사랑은 말하면 이루어지잖아요.
If we say more, then it tends to happen.
그러는 김에 한 마디만 더 할게요.
So I'll say one more thing.
원어스 투문 빌보드 함께 가자.
Let's go to Billboard together. One us and two more.
We believe. Yeah. We have a real last song, right? Yeah. Are you ready? Your turn, your turn. Okay, two, are you ready? Let's go! Let's go!
Ended and I was like, wow, I can't believe we just saw ONEUS in Dallas again. Like, you know, I saw him for the third time. That's so crazy. This tour, like, that was my fourth time seeing him technically. So the concert ended and then they said everybody was high touch, you have to exit the venue. Well, they were kicking everybody out pretty much, but they were like, exit the venue and the line's outside. So we go outside and it's cold. It is literally cold. I'm like, what the heck, bro? And so they shuffled us all into a separate area. And they all gave us gloves, and then we were like in this snake line all the way until they were ready for the high touch. So we stood there, I think, for about 10 minutes before the line started moving, and it was moving really fast. And I was like, okay, like, I know how this works, right? The high touches are usually really fast. The closer we got to the door, the more I was, I was just like, it's gonna be really fast, they're gonna be like very simple moments. I figured out what I was gonna say to them. And I said, nobody better throw me off, because I know if somebody says something to throw me off, they're going to just throw off the entire plan. And I was like, nobody better throw me off because I know exactly what I'm going to say to them all. That was like the worst thing I could have ever said. Okay, I shouldn't have said that, because we got to the high touch, right? We got to the members. I literally should not have said that. Literally Raven, the very first person, threw me off. So I get to Raven, and for some reason the line got backed up very slightly. So we were kind of waiting. He's doing the thing where he grabs your hand. I'm like, this isn't new, I know this. We know that he does this. So I get to Raven and I grab his hand because I know he's gonna grab mine. And so we're holding hands like this, and he says something to me and I did not hear him. So I didn't hear what he said. So I leaned up, I said, what? And I got kind of close. Now that I think about it, it's so dumb, I shouldn't have done that. But I got kind of close to the screen and I looked at him in like his eyes and I said, what? And then he said it again and I didn't hear him at all. I couldn't even make out what he was saying. And so I like went like this up against the screen and I said, huh? And I guess we were still holding hands. I didn't even know that. I said, what? And he finally said it like louder and like I could hear him. He said, I like the color of your mask. When I tell you I want to fight this man so much, my mask was blue. It was the simplest mask ever. It wasn't even cool. When I finally understood what he said, he said, I like color your mask. And I leaned up, I was like, oh. I said, oh, thank you. And he made that like face. I don't know if you guys know the face that he makes when he gets kind of like, it's a specific face. If I find a clip, I'll show you. So he made that face to me and I made the face back because I was like, that was so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. I moved on from Raven and that literally, like, it was like a 20-second interaction. I can't believe, like, usually a lot of people say like when you take too long, the staff starts pushing you. The staff did not touch me at all. Like nobody cared. I held up the line to hear what this man was telling me. So then I forgot everything I wanted to say to the rest of them. Oh my God. So I moved to Soho. I said the exact same thing to Soho, except this time I didn't scream it. I just said, hi Soho, I love you. And he was like, oh, thank you. He said it like better this time. Like last time he kind of hesitated, but this time he was like, thank you. And then I got to Lido and he like did the eye smile thing. And I was like, wow. I was like, hi, you know, I was like, I don't know if I said I love you or something. I don't remember. I don't think I did. I said, hi. And then I go to Kunhee and he's always excited all the time. So I said, hi Kunhee. Hwanung, I grabbed his hand and he did not. He just held it like this. And I was like, oh. I was like, my bad. And then I get to Shion and he grabs my hand. And so I grab his. And he had the sparkly things in his hair. And so I said, I love your hair. And he said, thank you. He's so cute. I love him. And then the high touch was over. We get our event thing, like our photo cards and stuff. And then we left. And that was the end of the high touch. And let me just tell you, like, it was such an eventful week that like it just kind of feels unreal that it happened. But I'm also like really excited that it happened because it was really, really fun. It was so fun. I loved everybody that I met at both of the concerts. And so that was pretty much my last two experiences seeing ONEUS. I don't think they're gonna do a tour anytime soon. Obviously, it'll probably be a couple more years. So it might be a while since we see ONEUS, but that's okay. You know, it's fine. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this experience, my story time. I hope I told it well. I did, like I said at the beginning, I did skip over a lot of like extra details. Like there are a lot of details like the day of the concerts and stuff, not just the concerts themselves. But I didn't want to put it all in this video because that would have been really, really long. And I didn't want to like bore you with that much talking. But if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe for more ONEUS content. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!